How you going, guys? It's Kurt here, founder of Nomad Moto. Today, in my garage or in my workshop, I've got Stephen. He's a new customer of the Nomad Moto products, and we're going to be switching out his Tenere 700 from using steel racks to the rackless layer.
Yeah, g'day guys, I'm here. I want to reduce some weight on my bike and I want some waterproof panniers and that because I'm sick of packing my stuff into plastic bags and everything like other people do, you know, and getting stuck when I'm wading through mud on the sides of the bike here. Just on the steel racks, it just makes it a bit more difficult. So I'm hoping the rackless system, like it's been proved by Kurt and a couple of other people, that it's up and nice and low and back, and we've got plenty of room to play with.
All right, so we'll get into it and we'll get started. We'll take the racks off, or first take off the old panniers that are on there, take these racks off, then we'll fit the new Strzelecki 20 litre panniers to the rackless base, and then we'll fit it to the bike. So what Stephen's doing here is he's taking apart the old pannier system. All right, guys, Steve's still going. He's taking his racks off. He has the Camel ADV tank, is it?
Yep.
The Camel ADV tank. So we're going to put the rackless layer over the top of those, over the top of the tank, I mean. And just to remind you that these panniers also fit on pannier racks, okay? So they will go onto pannier racks and they also fit the Nomad Moto rackless base. So it's interchangeable between bikes. If you want to run racks on your bike, if you want to run the rackless system, it's totally optional. So it's a modular luggage system, soft luggage system, and it's waterproof. All right, what we're doing here, Stephen, now is we've just got to remove the fittings from these panniers. So we just simply take out the existing clips. There's 2 of them on each bag. Take them off. Remove the elastics, remove the attachment points, slide them off. I've already taken them off on this bag, but we have quick release attachment points that come on here, and you slide them off, so then the strap is just floating. So we'll go ahead and do the rest of these, and then we'll come back to you. Anchors, we feed through the bottom one. We feed through the top one. We come up through the guide. We come underneath the webbing. We keep coming along to the middle. Yeah, and when we get to the middle one, that's now the bag attached to the rackless base itself, and then now we're attaching the rackless base to the bag. So we remove the supplied clips that it comes with. We actually want to make sure that this strap here is on the outside of that clip. We feed it through the guide. We come through the webbing, through underneath the webbing. We then attach the clip from the rackless. This is connecting it to the bag now. So there's 2 points of attachment.
So that's 2 points of attachment for each clip.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you've got a lot of strength there.
A lot of strength, yeah, and it holds on. Right.
Yeah.
So that's one done. And then what we do is we just come down and we do the next one, and we go right around the bag, and it'll be looking like it's sitting a bit high, but once you turn it over and you put it on the bike, everything drops down, and once you've got luggage in it, all falls into place. So we'll keep going. We'll do the rest of these and then we'll come back to you. All right, so what I've done with Steve's bike, I've come up, I don't have any of the attachment clips with me at the moment. So without the attachment clips, what I would normally do is attach it to the base of this steg peg holder. But I have actually come up through the frame of the steg peg and put the strap behind there. And so what I would do then, to make sure this holds in really tight, I would come up under the frame and pull that in, and then you can see how tight that fitting is there. And then I'd come up through itself. And then once you've got your straps set to the length for your bike, you can trim them and just burn the edges, which come up through, and we can tie it off. And that's, once we've got it all tied in, you'll notice how tight that will be sitting with that pulled up hard against your frame as possible. To adjust how far you want this to sit, whether it's forward or backwards, you literally just adjust the straps. So I'll loosen off the front one because we're still installing it. Okay, so we've adjusted where Stephen wants it to sit. So what we'll do is get one of these back straps, and we will come around on this bike, we'll come around the lower, just underneath the light here. For this side, we'll push that around. There you go. So you want the top of the plastic lug of the guide to be facing up, so you can get some pull down on it. And we literally put that through this back clip. And obviously this is how you take it off the bike. It's pretty quick to take off and pretty easy to take on. Once you've got it set up, it's really, really easy. It's not a drama at all. Where's my other strap gone? Here. All right, so we'll put the second strap on now. Again, just on every bike has its own things, you know, you can tie around. We come in there, and when you pull up at night to the pub or whatever, and you want to take the Rackless layer off, just leave your straps connected. You don't need to take them off. So we won't fully tighten it up yet, but you can see now how it's all starting to come together. We'll do the same on the other side. We'll go underneath the steep peak rack on this side, and then we'll come back to you on the camera. Now, these are for the roll bag. So if you're going to be using the roll bag, that's what these clips are for. If you're not going to be using the roll bag on your trip, just remove them, and you can either roll them up and tie them up, or do what I do. I just slide them underneath the Rackless layer, and it doesn't come out during the ride. These extra tie down points here are for extras that you want to put over the top when you're using your roll bag. Or you can even just tie whatever you want to it as a little tie down point. Another important part of the Rackless layer is we have built-in reinforced sides. It will bow up. You have the choice. So if it is sticking up on your seat, you can run boiling water on it. Be really careful. See where you want the bend to come into it. Run your boiling water along there and press it into place, and then you get the curve, and it sits beautifully on the bike.
That's it, eh?
Yeah, sits really well, doesn't it, Steve?
It does, it's good.
Yeah. So we just stick that in. Yeah, beautiful. No pressure on the top. There you go.
That's good. That's, yeah, you can barely feel it now.
Yeah. It can also take shape. Like it does settle. But if it's really sticking up high, it depends on the width of your seat. But the stiff sides come right up to the centre, so then you can trim them down to suit your bike. So you can just find your seat line if you wanted to, and you can just trim them along, but just make sure there's no sharp edges, because you might then rip the Rackless layer. Start getting some weight into the bags, and then we'll tie it all down and make it. Yeah.
I'll have to
For a Rackless system, from other ones that I've used, this is a very stable system. Would you agree with that, Stephen?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
It sits nice and strong. When I was following you the other day, it wasn't bouncing around everywhere and stuff.
Yep. Jeez.
We've still got more, mate.
It's going to be full. You're getting 70 litres in a 40 litre bag.
Yep, see, told you my hair dry. If I keep my boots dry when I get in the wet weather.
That's what he tells us. Bit of an odd shape because you've got odd stuff in there. Gets the job done. That's what we're all about, getting the job done.
That's it, do the valve.
Then you pull down your bag straps, you tighten your bag down.
Anyway, good luck, guys, with your setup, and let's go for the next time.
Yep, beauty. All right, guys, we're just come out from the hotel room for the night. We chuck the rackless layer back on, put it back on where you had it the day before. A good indicator to make sure it's centered is to just use these clips here, the rear clips, the back bike attachment points. I remember where they were yesterday. I leave my straps connected to the bike overnight. I don't take them off. I'm taking it off, same principle. I'm not going to be using the roll bags, so I'll just tuck them underneath the rackless layer. Don't do it too tight until everything's on. We'll come over this side, and my strap for this side, I haven't trimmed it to this bike yet. I'm just out. This is just, I've got another part coming. I've got one of the attachment points coming, so I don't want to trim the strap yet. So we just feed that through. And a really good tip, so we twist that in, so it's twisting and it's pulling the rackless layer into the bike. We pull that down. Because this strap's really long, what I'll do in this case, and it's actually a really good practice, is you want to get it tight right up as close as possible to up on the frame somewhere when you're tying off, or if whatever system you use, because that way you can see how tight that is. Same principle the other side. So that's taken me what? Not long at all. It's just, you know, literally less than a minute once you've done it once.